Evening. So I've been studying the Lojong slogans for a few years now. Nothing big. Videos that I've found on YouTube, video series, and some books. I find that I'm drawn back to them again and again, the slogans and the meditation practice. I've been thinking in particular the past few days about slogan 12, drive all blames into one, and slogan 13, be grateful to everyone. I was chatting with a friend earlier and mentioned that I was thinking about what to talk about in my video this evening, and she suggested gratitude, and I like synchronicities. So drive all blames into one has been on my mind lately. It's about taking responsibility, taking all the blame onto oneself. But not in the way like we normally think about blaming ourselves. Like I have a pretty harsh inner critic who is sometimes unnecessarily punitive, right? It's more about being able to recognize that, yes, this thing that happened to you, it sucks, and it's not cool, and it hurt, and maybe it changed you in some way that you'll never quite recover from, and the person who did it to you, maybe nothing is ever going to happen to them. But drive all blames into one says, all right, so that happened, it sucks, what are you going to do about it? Do you want to spend the rest of your life wallowing in misery, or can we do something different here? There are over 8 billion people on this planet, and I am the only one qualified to be me. It doesn't matter what anybody else might have done to me. I have responsibility for what I do from here on out. And I'm gonna screw up, but I can take responsibility for that, and I can keep trying to do better. I'm not special because I am one of 8 billion plus. I am special because I am one of 8 billion plus. And each of us has that paradox, that responsibility, that gift. We're all just as necessary to reality, and we all deserve the right to choose our fate. Be grateful to everyone. Like many people, I have a gratitude practice, and it can be something simple like I am grateful for the feel of my linen sheets, or I'm grateful for the Black Forest hotcakes at brunch. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for my breath. I'm grateful for safe travels. I can even begin to have a gratitude practice for the things that happened to me that caused me the most pain, just because I can begin to realize the growth that I've experienced as a result. I'm so grateful for love. I wonder how often we consider the sources of love in our lives, not just the romantic love or the familial love, but the love of friends, the love of coworkers and acquaintances, the everyday love of strangers that we encounter in the world. The love of someone who drives 3 hours to come pick you up from the airport, take you home, introduce you to family, let you stay in their home. The love of somebody who knows you're struggling and gives you a check to cover some bills and doesn't expect you to pay it back, and you know it, and you can believe it, and you can accept it with gratitude and the love it was intended. The love of a stranger who paid the check for you and your loved one who was out for dinner during a hard time. The love of somebody who checked in on you just when you needed it the most, and neither one of you know how or why they knew to check in on you right at this moment. The love of somebody who shares that they did something in honor of someone you love who is gone, that they never even met. The love of someone who makes sure that you don't have to be alone when you're somewhere far from home. The world can be an ugly place. Suffering is unavoidable. We're all going to go back to the earth from whence we came, and none of us know when or how or why. But there's so much beauty if we just pause and breathe in and breathe out. And look at the grass in the sunlight and watch for the spider webs waving, reflecting rainbows. Listen for the birds in the trees and the sound of the wind whispering in the leaves. Watch the clouds racing across the sky, smell the flowers in the early spring. Look for God in the faces of the people you encounter every day, and listen for Him in their voices and their laughter and their tears. Be grateful to everyone.